No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds, 46. Cooktown, 12:14 p.m. Karen's successive responses to having Balloony speak directly to her telepathically included blinking several times, then literally placing her right thumb beneath her chin and gently pushing on her jaw to close her mouth. Having known you for years and given the seriousness of what you just told me, she said to the wardens, I'm going to assume you're not having a go with me, that this isn't some sort of a joke. It's no joke, Lizzie said softly as she placed her hand gently on top of Karen's. We met Balloony just this morning, and I assure you our reactions were very similar to your own. Balloony is exactly as he described himself, and it's not the only one who's in danger. Apparently our Jerald and Balloony have been friends for about a year, but it's only this morning that we heard from and subsequently saw Balloony. He's very real. I can show you what I look like using telepathy, that would help. Or if you literally need to see me, I'm floating just above the library about a kilometer up. Floating like a balloon, Karen said slowly, nodding as she spoke. And, well, assuming you're real, what association do you have with this Dr. Rosier at the engineering school? Dr. Rosier is the man who developed beings like me, but not me in particular. I was created by a mentally ill man who stole Dr. Rosier's method and then physically attacked Dr. Rosier. We're trying to determine if Rosier survived the attack, and if he did, if he can help us fight off this demon Breadsea. You're really not having a go with me? She said again to Lizzie and Edward. We're not, telepath Eddie via Balloony, and if you'll notice, right now I'm thinking rather than speaking to you. I assure you, I have no innate telepathic powers. Balloony is our conduit to mind communication. This is, Karen said aloud, that is to say, she continued, switching to telepathy, this is unbelievable. And Rosier, what exactly do you need him for? If you're in danger, why not go to the authorities? Balloony would prefer to not be imprisoned for the crime of merely existing, Lizzie said, and we're rather certain that would be his immediate fate. And things could get worse from there, Eddie added. Yes, Karen replied, nodding her head. Yes, that sounds like the way we'd handle something this radical, doesn't it? So we need to get in touch with Rosier, she added aloud. Yes, we do, Lizzie said. Well, I can apply for an account as a non-governmental organization researcher. I mean, a librarian is a kind of an NGO researcher, and I'm certainly doing some field research here. Why don't I do that, and we'll see if that gets us anywhere. Does that sound like a plan to you? Very much so, Ed said. I suppose we should give you all the details so you'll have them at the ready in order to convince Rosier if and when you contact him? I would think so, Karen replied, nodding her head. Let me make some notes. You don't need to do that, Balloony said. Once you contact Rosier, I can provide you with everything you need via telepathy. For that matter, I could probably use your hands to type for you if you felt comfortable with surrendering a bit of your autonomy for just a bit and allowed me to take over temporarily. I'm sorry, Karen said. What did you say? She finished telepathically. I said if you're willing, I could type using your hands. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, I could just provide you with information, whichever is better for you. My, Karen said, shaking her head. Well, I think we've decided that I should apply for membership with ResearchGate as an NGO researcher, yes? Yes, Lizzie said. That seems like the next step, even as Karen clicked on the link for new member requests.